Welcome to Flagstaff, Arizona. Sitting high up at 7,000 feet above sea level, Flagstaff is a mountain town like no other. Cool weather, tall pines, and a laid-back vibe in the heart of Arizona. Famous for Route 66, this town has deep roots from the early pioneers who raised a flagpole made from a stripped pine tree to the wild railroad days and classic road trip culture. Whether you are here for history, nature, or that nostalgic Route 66 feel, Flagstaff has something special waiting for you.
So we are coming for a walk in downtown Flagstaff with Adam and Nicole from Skylark the shuttle bus. It's our first time for all of us exploring this town. So let's see what we will find. You guys come along with us.
We are Steve and Naz, and we love traveling in our self-converted camper van. Come along with us and welcome to Old Living. Flagstaff really started getting noticed after Arizona became U.S. territory in 1848. A few years later, between 1857 and 1860, Lieutenant Edward Beale came through building a road and was impressed by all the grass, water, and timber. Let's not forget that a lot of Arizona is actually a desert, so actually seeing grass, water, and timber was actually very important. But the town itself only started around 1876 when a group of travelers from Boston stopped here on July 4th. They cut down a pine tree, stripped it, and raised it as a flagpole to celebrate America's 100th birthday. And that's how the name Flagstaff was born. At first it was pretty isolated, but things changed in 1880 when the railroad showed up. People quickly set up shops and saloons for the railroad workers. And by 1882, the train officially reached Flagstaff. From then on, the town grew fast with sheep ranching, cattle, lumber, and a steady flow of travelers. Flagstaff just kept growing from there. Although Flagstaff has a monument portraying what the Flagstaff was like back then, the original flagpole was lost in history.
That is quite some church. It's my first time seeing a pink church.
A letter dated January 12, 1887 addressed to Reverend Bishop Bogard, Vicar Apostolic of Arizona at Tucson, requested a priest be assigned to Flagstaff. The letter further asked permission to build a church, as there is not a single Catholic church along the entire line of the Atlantic and Pacific line, from Albuquerque to Mojave, California. Culminating 2 years of effort, Flagstaff's first Catholic church was built in 1887 right here in this location. The brick building with a pair of matching steeples was named Church of the Nativity, commemorating the inaugural services celebrated at midnight mass on Christmas Eve, 1888. It's also called the Pink Church because of its pink color.
Wow, look at the kind of like moldings on the top of the building there, hey? Coming from London, you see that all the time, but here it's like...
Yeah. So this is Hotel Weatherford. Thanks, Nicole, for the research. It was built in the 1800s and it's still a hotel, and every New Year's they drop a pine cone from the top down to the ground.
Oh wow, they drop a pine cone.
Yeah.
That's so funny.
Because they're surrounded by ponderosa pines.
Wow.
This tradition started in 1999 to celebrate the new year 2000. Just like New York that uses crystal ball for their New Year's countdown. The owners of the Weatherford Hotel chose a giant pine cone since Flagstaff sits in the largest ponderosa pine forest in the world. The Weatherford Hotel was built in 1897 by John W. Weatherford and was purchased in 1975 by Henry Taylor in an attempt to keep it from being demolished. At that time, the downtown area was in acute state of disrepair and decline. Since then, Henry and his wife Pamela have renovated the structure with the goal of restoring the hotel to its original grandeur. Up through World War II, inns such as the Weatherford were often known as railroad hotels for their proximity to railroad depots to cater to train passengers. Famous guests at the Weatherford included newspaper mogul William Randolph Hearst, President Theodore Roosevelt, and Western novelist Zane Grey, whose name adorns the hotel's upstairs bar and ballroom. Flagstaff has an extensive public art program coordinated through the Beautification and Public Art Commission at the City of Flagstaff. Because of that, Flagstaff has a very diverse range of cultural offerings, including orchestrated music, public art installations, and of course, murals. There are more than 20 of them throughout the town. This mural on the right is called the Piano Room, painted in 2010. Route 66 is also known as the Mother Road and became a significant part of Flagstaff's history when it was officially established as a US highway in 1926, creating a boom in tourism and economic growth to the city. It transformed the city into a popular stop for travelers. After the completion of the Interstate 40, US 66 was completely decommissioned by the Arizona Department of Transportation in 1984, significantly impacting businesses that relied on passing motorists such as motels, restaurants and gas stations as traffic shifted to the new interstate. Some of the towns along Route 66 really suffered with the change, and some of them even became ghost towns. This was unlike Flagstaff, whose economy wasn't solely reliant on Route 66. Flagstaff also had a thriving timber industry, a growing university, and a strong tourism sector focused on outdoor recreation and natural beauty of the surrounding area. Today, Flagstaff retains much of its Route 66 heritage. Also, Flagstaff has actively worked to revitalize Route 66 through various projects like the Route 66 Trail, which includes landscaping and a pedestrian path along the old highway.
This is a famous.
So this is an old bank.
Amazing.
Wow.
That's an iconic building for this town.
Wow.
It's not a bank anymore.
The Macmillan Building began in 1886 as a bank, but construction came to a halt when the original builders ran out of funds. It was when a man called Thomas Forsyth Macmillan stepped in, purchasing the building and completed its construction using local sandstone. This followed a mandate that banned wooden structures. By 1888, the Arizona Central Bank and a hotel became the Macmillan Building's first tenants, with the bank and opera house on the ground floor and hotel above. In 1892, the site became the final stagecoach stop for the Grand Canyon Line, a train that goes to the Grand Canyon, and this cemented its place in history. Over the years, the building changed, housing Wells Fargo, Camera Corral, and more, before transforming it in today's Macmillan Bar and Kitchen, continuing its legacy as a cornerstone of Flagstaff's past and present, sitting right here on Route 66.
This train station right behind me was built in 1925, and it was originally a railway depot, and then later on it got converted into a train station. And it remains as a train station even nowadays. And they have a gift shop and a visitor center in there. And as you can see, there's a train coming by right now. This is really cool. And it sits right here, just right next to Route 66, which is so cool.
There we go. Visitor Center welcomes you to Flagstaff, Route 66, Naz.
I think my eyes get teary all the time.
Go. Welcome to Route 66. There we go, Naz.
This is so cool. This is really cool. You guys have no idea how cool this is.
Oh, what is this?
Railroad. These are
Wow. Oh, it's an old railroad. I see. Naz, look at that. Wow.
the mountain range too. You've got Humphreys.
Wow, okay. That is cool. And even the armrest is a railroad.
The Flagstaff train station, built in 1926 by Atchison, Topeka and Santa Fe Railway, stands between Beaver and San Francisco streets. Designed in the Tudor Revival style, it quickly became central to the city's growth. The railroad brought lumber, goods and tourists, fueling Flagstaff's economy. However, the use of steam locomotives led to conflicts over water rights, which lasted until 1953, when the railroad phased out steam engines. The station also played a role in city planning, such as in 1956 when Flagstaff had to negotiate to widen Route 66 to accommodate growing traffic. Despite changes in transportation, the station remained active and relevant. Today it serves as both an Amtrak stop on the Southwest Chief Route and the city's visitor center. While only 2 passenger trains pass daily, nearly 100 freight trains continue to run through Flagstaff, highlighting the city's ongoing connection to the railways.
Unfortunately, we arrived here too late. and we couldn't get in, but we came back the next day, so just wait for that one.
So that sign's probably protected, you said, right?
Yeah, I don't think they're allowed to take it down.
It used to cost $5 to stay there.
Yes, please. Sign me up. Where? Now it's like what? $100?
Oh, at least.
And those signs are protected because they can't take them down.
Do you want to hear how much of a nerd I am?
What?
Oh no.
There's a camera up there, a webcam.
Yeah.
It's a train cam, so you can go on
Okay.
YouTube and it's alive.
Oh, yeah.
So there's people
That's
watching
so
us right
funny.
now. But I used to sit at home when we lived in Florida. I used to sit there watching this on the computer, wishing that I was in Flagstaff.
That is so funny.
There's probably people on there now.
I just
if you
waved.
wave at it, they'll say something.
That is so funny.
But if we were out here in the snow playing with the kids one year, and my parents were on the webcam watching us.
And the people were commenting on the, oh, they're such good parents. And we're like, yes, yes, we are.
Wow,
So what you want to do then is you want to like get a nice banner to advertise your YouTube channel.
You are clever.
Stand here all day holding the skylight shuttle.
You'll often see stone buildings while walking through downtown Flagstaff. These stones are native to Flagstaff, and there are 5 different types of building rocks here: Moonkopi sandstone, Malpais basalt, Kabai limestone, pumiceous dacite, and olivine basalt lava. The early inhabitants of Flagstaff took these rocks to fashion them into special architectural styles. It's very unique that all the rock came from within the city limits. Many cities have stone buildings, and most of the stone was imported from elsewhere. All these stones came from Flagstaff.
There's a clock here from 1882. This is so
Now, is it the clock or the building that's from 1882?
So there's the Hotel Monte Vista on the corner. That's got to be an old hotel as well, hey? That building has some history for sure.
Yeah.
That is phenomenal.
These 2 buildings here are the Babbitt Brothers on the left and Hotel Monte Vista to the right. Starting with the one on the left, in 1888, David Babbitt decided to turn his lumberyard into a general store, with all his 4 brothers eventually joining him in the enterprise. He built this long mercantile using red Moonkopi sandstone that was locally quarried as his main building material. This current building is the same structure as the one that was built in 1888, just a bit smaller, since parts of the building were used for other buildings over the years. There have been many changes to the structure over the years, but the original brickwork outside and the tin ceiling and sales count inside are still intact and maintained. The building remains within the Babbitt family. On the right side, Hotel Monte Vista was built in 1927. It has 73 rooms and suites on 3 floors. Many famous people have stayed at the hotel, including John Wayne, Spencer Tracy, Humphrey Bogart, Clark Gable, Anthony Hopkins, Esther Williams, and Barbara Stanwyck. Its iconic neon sign is more than just an advertisement. It's a historic landmark that has served as a beacon of the city's vibrant past. Originally, a light atop the hotel functioned as a signal for emergencies, alerting authorities and residents to hazards. An interesting fact is that a system of underground tunnels, rumored to have been built by Chinese immigrants, snaked their way from northern Arizona up through downtown Flagstaff. Following a huge fire downtown in the early 1900s, it was rumored that the immigrants used the tunnels to avoid being harassed by locals because many people blamed the immigrants for the fire due to their cooking practices. A few of the downtown businesses like Babbitt's Backcountry and Monte Vista Hotel still have access to these basement tunnels today.
See how tall it is at the front?
No.
It's to make the building
Oh, I see. Yeah.
typical Wild West.
Yeah, it's like a movie set.
Yeah, exactly.
This goes way back from when you couldn't just buy from online stores. Amazon wasn't a thing. So seeing this town and imagining how life was like back then, it's pretty cool.
Really? I think so. Adam, is that the courthouse? Is that the one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow, okay.
So this is the courthouse. Wow.
Where
Pretty beautiful.
We got our marriage license. Yeah.
Oh, you got your
really?
marriage license,
Yeah.
Very cool.
The old County Courthouse was originally constructed in 1894 and 1895. An addition was added to the back in 1925 and a much larger addition in 2002 that now serves as County Justice Court. A two-story building constructed of local red Montcopy limestone. The courthouse was built by H. Clements & Company of Los Angeles, California. It was designed by architect J.N. Preston, and it was designed in the Richardsonian Romanesque style. The courthouse has been restored to its 1925 appearance.
That is amazing. You can just imagine the old style cars pulling up here and
50s.
amazing. That is phenomenal.
The Orpheum Theatre originally opened as the Majestic Opera House in 1911. After collapse in 1915 due to heavy snow, it was rebuilt and expanded in 1917, reopening as the Orpheum Theatre. It served as a movie theatre and later, after closure and renovation, as a concert venue. Just like Hotel Weatherford, the Orpheum was also built by Flagstaff's pioneer, John Weatherford, who also built a chicken farm on the site before constructing the Majestic Theatre in 1911.
Welcome to the train station of Route 66. We are right back at the train station.
Yeah, back here again. And I hadn't noticed this yesterday, but there is actually a Route 66 sign right on the pavement.
So here we're walking towards the Flagstaff Visitor Center for the train station.
They
On the
have a
right
gift
you can
shop
see
there
your train track. Wow, so there's the, look at that, there's the Motel, downtowner. That is an old sign, $5.
Inflation, hey my dear.
Inflation, yeah, yeah.
They are not allowed to take that sign down because
Yeah, I think
it's
it's a
part of the
historical
history.
sign. And there's
Yes.
another old motel sign as well.
Motel Debut,
Motel Debut.
another historic thing
Yeah.
that they're not gonna take down.
Look at that. So this is the Amtrak station in Flagstaff.
Entering the store now.
Da, 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 da. Da, da, da. Santa Fe, it says on it.
Santa Fe.
Yeah. London, New York, Flagstaff Mountain Time, Paris,
Tokyo.
Tokyo. Look at the
Just
little
get a-
paintings on the wall.
Let's get it closer. So when this train station was built in 1925, it wasn't a train station, it was a freight depot. Later on it became a train station, and it's been a train station for
really?
years and years, yes.
Oh wow! So it used to be a freight depot.
Yes, it's one of the oldest train stations is still in operation in the US.
Oh wow!
And sits right here at Route 66.
Yeah, Route 66 is just out here. So that, my friends, is Route 66. Wow, look at that. Ride great trains through a great country. Yeah, old train station adverts. The Chiefs. Oh, Santa Fe, America's new railroad. So this is adverts for the Santa Fe Railroad. Wow, cool. Route 66.
Oh, Caps, you touched my weak spot. So many Route 66 memorabilia, it's crazy. That's amazing.
Yeah, you like games, right?
Wow, look at this. What is this? This is massive. Oh,
They were
look at that.
logging wheels.
What's that?
Logging wheels.
Wow, these are logging wheels.
Flagstaff has a big history with logging. That's how Flagstaff started, when the whole logging industry was booming. So we are gonna try get to the Motel debut. Oh, we're walking
There we go.
on famous old train tracks. They probably got replaced many times over.
Nice camera.
Nice camera.
Nice camera. Oh yes, so this is Motel debut.
Oh, so
Look
this
at
is
that.
Motel debut, not the other
Wow.
one.
So there's the sign. Look how tall that sign is.
Motel Debut, established in Flagstaff in 1929, is one of the first motels in the United States and holds a significant place in Route 66 history. It was the first motel in Flagstaff and one of the earliest motor courts, designed specifically for travelers in the burgeoning automobile age. The motel's unique U-shaped design, with rooms opening into a courtyard parking area and its steam-heated garages, were innovative features of the time.
So this is a bit of the Flagstaff vibe.
Oh, just look at this church. Not just the size itself, it's the stonework.
Yeah, looks like it might be original stonework. Wow,
So this is the First Baptist Church, founded in 1939.
1939. Very cool.
Believing him, John
3:16. Wow.
Let's touch the historical stone.
So there's a bunch of these old buildings. As you can see, it's made out of stone, and it's the stone from the lava. So you can see the little dots of air in the lava stone.
Oh, because there
What's
was
it-
an
what's it called?
eruption here, right?
And back in the day, you see that sign up there. Why is it so high? Because it's just off Route 66. And as the cars drive by, they wanted them to see that this motel was here. So.
We know we left out some places like the Lowell Observatory, where Pluto was discovered, and we probably didn't cover the full history of downtown Flagstaff. So if you have anything to add, please do so in the comments.
And if you love Route 66, we are gonna have a lot more on this beautiful road. So keep an eye for future videos.